The dollar Swiss moved lower in early Asian session trading, found support after a failed break on the downside and is pushing back to the upside, but also finding resistance up there. I'll talk about the ups and downs for this currency pair in this video, so let's get started. There are a couple levels in play here for the dollar versus Swiss franc that I'm focused on. One is this area right through here. I'll go back to this point right here. You can even go back here, but you can see the number of different times that the market came into this area, either support or resistance. Outline all those different levels. We did break above it here, but found resistance sellers against 50% of this move to the downside. That pushed the price back to the downside and then reestablished resistance within this area. So just going back over this period right through here, there was key resistance against that level. We broke above it, and then we used that level as support. That's all what you want to see. And price moved up to the high price right through here, found willing sellers against the highs right through here, not surprising, and rotated back to the downside. That move to the downside did get back below this yellow area and also below the 50% retracement level through here. And we should have gone lower here, but it didn't, and the price rebounded, and we started to use the 50% as support before moving back to the upside. This is the story behind the move. And then the move back to the downside came down to the swing area again yesterday. Found support buyers moved back above the 50%, back above the 200-hour moving average. But as you can see in trading late yesterday, we moved below that level and pushed lower into the new trading day today. That move to the downside did find the next support target area between the 0.7938 and 0.79 47 area. Breaking below that level, but like over here, we failed to extend further to the downside and rotate it back to the upside. The thing is that move back to the upside, you see all these arrows right through here. Well, I'll take them off, and you can see how the price came up toward that old yellow area right through here, and it's finding willing sellers. So if I were to characterize, what the bias is, it's stay below this area, and the bias remains more to the downside for the dollar versus Swiss franc. So that's the bias winner right now in this currency pair. Now on the downside, we do need to get below these other areas through here. We had lots of consolidation here, but this swing area is my next main focus between 0.7938 and 0.7947. If we can get below that level, that opens the door for further selling. What sellers don't want to see is the price move back above this area, back above the 50% retracement, and ultimately back above the 100 and 200-hour moving average. So that's my technical look at the dollar versus the Swiss franc. Give the bias a shift, or the bias control to the sellers. We'll see if they can take advantage of that. My name is Greg Mikulowski. Good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye now.